Well, good afternoon, everyone that has joined. My name is Jeremy Duncan. I'm with Right Way Tax Solutions. We're going to hold on a couple of minutes and let everybody filter in. I've got the Tax Nitro team chimed in here as well. You guys have anything to say to the attendees that are currently hanging out before we get rocking?
Welcome everyone for attending. It looks like we just had another person joining as well. So welcome everyone. We'll get started in a few minutes here. We always like to wait and let everyone else kind of trickle in. We got a couple more people jumping in on the call as well. So welcome. We're just going to go through a little presentation here of what is Tax Nitro, how do we get started, where we're at now, and we'll also jump in and do a nice little live demo just to walk you guys through it live and show you how it all works and everything you can do within the system. So super excited to be here. So thanks to Jeremy and the team at Right Way for setting this up for us.
Yeah. So now that we're waiting, do you have any family-friendly dad jokes?
Family-friendly dad jokes.
Do you have any of those? Like,
I'm not a dad. No, they're
oh,
they're purged from my knowledge bank.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to load some up for the next one where we're killing. So normally we just end up with awkward silence and on hold, but cool.
That's fair.
Actually, as a little housekeeping item before we get going, we can do this. If you could locate the questions portion on the toolbar for the webinar, and this will do two things. First of all, when you have a question, if you could submit it through the question section, and then two, if you can hear the audio to make sure that we're not talking to ourselves, can you let me know you can hear the audio? Type in there, yeah, I can hear you, or sounding good. We got no responses yet, which makes me question. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, perfect. Well, thank you all for participating.
Where do we locate that Q&A? I don't quite see it. Do I have to go view? I see the chat.
I know I have a question section. I don't know how you get to see it. Do I need to change your role?
Yeah, I do see the chat section. I saw.
No, that's not it. I think I need to make you the organizer. All organizers have equal right. Let's try that instead. Did that pop up on your function?
There we go. Yep, now we can see attendees. Oh, okay, perfect. That's what I was looking for. Yep.
I set it up incorrectly.
Questions.
Yep.
Questions good to go. Bernadette, perfect.
Awesome. For those that just jumped in, because it looks like a good handful just popped into the meeting. Oops, did I just take control back? Make you the presenter. Sorry, bro.
Oh, good.
We're in a quick little holding pattern just to let the remainder of people filter in, and we'll be going here real quick like. So just to reintroduce myself, my name's Jeremy Duncan. I'm with Right Way. I am the de facto webinar holder, and we have our Tax Nitro team here as well that are going to blow our minds. I've been fortunate enough to have a preview of the system, of its capabilities. I've demoed it, and it's quite robust, and I think it fills a lot of needs within the tax industry for tax offices that are currently, and I'm not going to steal from your presentation, but having to do way too much on way too many systems. That makes it an unreasonable expectation to stay on top of everything that's going on. So I'm excited about this. Another quick little caveat before we get rocking. I am a unpaid spokesperson. Right Way does not have any interest other than the success of our partner offices in you guys using this platform. So if you like it, you think it's going to work for you guys, because then rock and roll. But we have no vested interest. We are going to make nothing off this other than, again, like we said in the email invitation, we feel as if it's our responsibility to bring to your attention tools and resources that would help you be more successful and make more money. That's That's why we're all here. We don't do taxes and have a tax business because we love taxes. We're here to make money. So with that being said, Ross, I'm going to shut up and let you guys rock and roll and show off for a bit.
Said. Well said. Yeah. I think just one more before we jump in. I know Baldeep can't see the Q&A. I don't know if are you able to add him in there as well? Put him in,
he said something earlier to me, then I didn't
Oh,
particularly.
okay.
I'm kidding.
He said something, so no.
He
I think
said something.
Jameson probably as well will need that.
I flipped them. All right, all four of us are now organizers, so
Perfect.
they should be able to
Hopefully
check it out.
we'll have organization. All four are
No
organized.
guarantees. No guarantees.
Awesome. Well, I'll jump in. So welcome everyone. My name is Ross. I'm with Tax Nitro here. So welcome everyone to the call. Thanks for jumping in here. It's 5 minutes after now, so I think it's probably a great time to get started. So I see a bunch of you guys there in chat. So again, welcome to the call. In this live demo, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be, I'm going to be walking you through Tax Nitro, show you how to use the most effective marketing suite in the tax industry for tax offices, specifically designed for tax offices. We're going to show you how using our system is going to help you increase retention, referrals, most importantly, how to generate new customers. So we're going to go through a walkthrough, kind of break down a little bit more about Tax Nitro, how we got started, everything like that. And then we're actually going to jump into a live demo. So I'm actually going to walk you through in real time, show you some of the key features of Tax Nitro. There's a ton that this software can do. So instead of spending 3 hours breaking down everything, we're going to spend 10, 15 minutes going through some of the core functionality of it to really show you guys how you're going to be able to use this to maximize your growth for this upcoming season. So that being said, if you guys can all hear me loud and clear, I just want to make sure we're all good to go. If you can type in chat or in the Q&A there, just give me a thumbs up or say yes, just let me know that you can hear me. And we can jump in and we can get started. I need to still adjust my organization here. Roger, gotcha, good to go. Awesome. All right, guys, thank you for the feedback. Appreciate it. So with that being said, let's dive in. Now, before we get into the live demo part, let's talk a little bit about how we got started, right? So Tax Nitro was actually born out of pure frustration with having to purchase 7, 8 different tools just to execute a proper marketing campaign for our clients. We needed a separate tool to build landing pages. We needed a separate system for our calendars. We needed separate systems for our email campaigns, our text campaigns, our call system. We needed a separate system to manage the whole pipeline. And then to top it off, we need another system to make all of those different tools talk to each other properly without breaking the entire system. All in, we were spending well over $800 a month just on all these different subscriptions. And we thought to ourselves, there has to be a better way. And so we created Tax Nitro. Tax Nitro is an all-in-one marketing automation system specifically designed for tax offices to grow their business and increase revenue. Now, last season, we took Tax Nitro into the market by partnering with one of the biggest marketing agencies in the industry, and we ran a beta program with their team, and the results they saw were amazing. In the first beta season, we had over 300 offices leveraging Tax Nitro for their marketing campaigns with over 450 users. That season, we were able to help generate over 28,000 appointments booked directly through Tax Nitro. And we saw massive increases in business for the tax offices leveraging Tax Nitro and its marketing automation. Like one of our clients, Sean here, who leveraged Tax Nitro for his 5 different locations and saw an increase in his business by over 30%. So what are we going to cover here today? We are going to cover how to attract new clients with Tax Nitro, how to convert new prospects into customers, how to increase retention and win back any lost clients, and how to get more referrals than ever before this upcoming season. From there, we're then going to jump into a live walkthrough. Again, we're going to break down the system live, show you guys the ins and outs, go through some of the real core functionalities of the system. Afterwards, we'll walk you through how you guys can get started with Tax Nitro for this upcoming season. And then at the end, we'll have plenty of time left. If you guys have any questions or anything that you want to go through, we'll have some extra time there for the Q&A. So let's dive into it. Now, how many people on the call here today are looking for a way to attract new clients? I'm assuming you all here, but guys, give me a yes in chat if that's you. Are you looking for a way to generate new clients for this upcoming tax season? Drop in chat. We like to keep things interactive over here, so just let us know. I've got a yes there, Alexandra. Thank you. Quinette, Bernadette, awesome.
Nobody wants to make more money.
No one? No one? Okay.
No one wants. No, they want to stay static where they're at.
I only see 3 yeses out of 17 attendees. So there we go, Janae. Awesome. We got one more. So we're at 4 out of 17. Awesome. So now I'm sure
Everybody
many of you
else can
guys,
just close their browser now and leave. Oh, okay, there they go.
yeah,
There's everybody else. All right,
yeah,
cool.
unless, yeah, if that's a no, then feel free to leave. I don't know if this is the right presentation for you. But if you are looking at growing your business, if you're looking at generating more attracting more clients, I'm sure many of you have heard of the concept of a landing page, right? Something like ClickFunnels or Kartra, where you basically send traffic, you send visitors to a one-page website that is designed to capture someone's contact information, right? Maybe you've clicked on an ad to learn more, right? And then you're brought to a page where you had to put in your name, email, and maybe your phone number to go to the next step. Well, that is a landing page, and that is the first step to acquiring a new customer. But as you can see here, there's also a lot more steps that go into creating an effective marketing system to effortlessly move those prospects through the process of becoming an actual customer. And on our demo here today, I'm going to show you guys exactly how Tax Nitro can provide all of these different steps in one easy to use platform. Your landing pages, your automated emails and text messages, your calendar system, and everything in between. So let's dive in. Now, a lot of you guys are probably doing some of these things already, right? Flyers, door hangers, mailers, posting on Facebook or Instagram, doing, sharing stories on your social media, doing lives, things like that. Now, these are all great ways to generate new traffic for your business. And the best way to leverage that traffic is with landing pages and funnels. So we want to send those people who are engaging with your advertisements to one place so you can capture their information and move them one step closer to becoming a customer. And that is exactly what a landing page is designed to do. So inside of Tax Nitro, you're going to get access to an easy to use landing page builder with a library full of pre-designed and ready to use landing pages, so you don't have to waste time building everything from scratch. Simply update the templates with your logos, your offers, or anything mentioned in your advertisements, and then give them an easy way to give you their contact information to come in and file. But let's take it one step further. Why not invite them immediately to actually book an appointment to come in and file with your office? So whether you want to have in-office appointments along with virtual consultations, the appointment system, or even appointments with an individual preparer, the calendar system here is going to be able to offer all of those options to your customers with automated confirmations and reminders just to make sure they show up and file. So guys, do you see how easy it is basically for someone, you can send someone to a landing page, they can fill out their information and then book an appointment to come in and file with your office? Do you guys see how simple that process is, one step to the next? Drop a yes in chat if you guys see that. Again, I'm gonna keep this interactive a little bit. I like to, make sure everyone's paying attention, make sure everyone's following along. So if you wanna just open up chat, let me know. Bernadette, thank you very much. Alexandra, Darius, thank you very much. Mr. Doucette, thank you. Awesome, guys. Cool. So that is exactly what Danita implemented last year as well, right? So she leveraged a lot of the landing pages with the calendar system and the automated reminders, and she literally had clients thanking her for the text message reminders about their appointments, because if they never got the reminders, they probably wouldn't have showed up and filed. I'm sure a lot of people have booked appointments in the past and people don't show up for the appointments. Leverage Tax Nitro to make sure we can increase that show rate. Actually, Jeremy and I were just talking about that before we went live. How can we reduce the no-show rate? Using systems like this is definitely going to increase that.
I can tell you, the dentist, I would forget every dentist appointment if he didn't send me text message reminders.
Exactly.
And I know it's automated because it's 6
Yep.
months out. I book it 6 months out. I don't think about my dentist, teeth cleaning, but until he sends me the text, I'm like, Tuesday, 8 a.m. Dang it. Okay, great.
Yep.
Anyway.
And guys, this is important too, right? If you think about it, not everyone lives out of their calendars, right? Especially a lot of just individual, like random people living their day by day lives. If they don't have a business, chances are they don't really live out of a calendar like we do every single day. Well, Jeremy excluding, but I know I myself live out of a calendar every day. I know exactly what my day-to-day looks like, but not everyone does that. So shooting them those quick text message reminders, the email reminders, doing a quick follow-up call as well to make sure they show up and file, that is really going to increase your numbers this season. So from here, right now that we have new customers coming into your business, let's now focus on increasing retention and winning back your non-returning customers. Right now, too many offices think that just sending a simple text message and a postcard in the holidays is not enough to keep their customers, or is enough to keep their customers coming back each season. But guys, we know that it takes more than just texting only solution to make sure your clients come back year over year, right? The last thing we want to do is wake up at the end of the season and say, hey, even though I got all of these new customers, why am I still at the same numbers from the year before, right? A big part of your growth in your business has to also do with retaining your current customers. And so with Tax Nitro, we believe in a multi-touch approach, right? We've seen historically that a combination of text messages and emails and voicemail drops and phone calls are what really moves the needle in increasing your customer retention, right? Pre-season outreach, thanking them for their business, letting them know when you're open, as well as in-season outreach, right? Letting them know what's going on, when they can come in and file, and booking appointments on the spot. But let's take it a step further. While increasing your customer retention is a key part of just, consistently growing your business each and every season, what about your non-returning customers, or as we like to call them, low-hanging fruit, right? Those customers who filed with you in the past, but for whatever reason didn't come back last season. Now, guys, remember, not everyone left because they were not happy with their service, right? It's very easy for them to be dragged off to another office for different incentives, or maybe they got dragged in as a referral from a friend, right? But here's the thing, they trusted you in the past to file their taxes. So let's make sure we let them know that, hey, they're a valued customer and that you want to earn their business back this season. So to make it even easier for you, we have both prior year customer campaigns and non-returning customer campaigns with all the emails, text messages, voicemail drops, and call campaigns pre-built and ready for you to use this season, just like Josh did. Now, he leveraged Tax Nitro with both prior year and non-returning customer campaigns and saw a double-digit increase in retention. That meant keeping thousands of dollars inside of his business. Now, a lot of times, offices think that they can manage people in their tax software, right? Now, the thing is, tax software is great to manage your customers if they've actually started the return, right? Now that you have them in the software. But what about everyone else, right? What about people who are responding to your advertisements, who are coming in and they're, going through the landing page? What about people who are calling in? What about your non-returning customers? What about prior year customers who haven't even come in yet, right? Where do you manage and keep all of these people to make sure they actually do come in and file to end up in your tax software? That's where a pipeline comes into play. So this is a visual representation of where all of your potential customers are at and how close they are to filing, right? How many new leads do you have? How many appointments do you have scheduled? How many people are waiting on documents? And how many people have filed their return, right? This is going to give you guys a bird's eye view of your business so you can track your opportunities, see where any bottlenecks are at in your business, and how to fix any leaks in your pipeline to get more customers, right? Just think about it. How many times have you spoken to someone on the phone and they're like, yeah, I get my I'm getting my W-2 on the 25th of January. You're like, okay, perfect. But the next day, you don't even remember who that was, right? You never put them into a follow-up schedule. You don't even know if they ended up coming in and filing, right? These are just some of the things that, having a proper pipeline is going to help you track and eliminate, right? A place to take notes, track the follow-up so that no one slips through the cracks. The last thing you want to do, again, is waking up at the end of the tax season, seeing all those returns on hold or in progress because no one was following up and moving people through their next steps. Now, to make it even easier, we also have call campaigns pre-programmed inside of Tax Nitro, so you don't have to try to remember who you need to follow up with, who do you have to call today, or who do you have to call tomorrow. Every call campaign, from following up with new leads, doing appointment confirmation calls, following up with people who missed their appointments, prior customers, non-returning customer calls, all of these call activities are going to be pre-programmed inside of the dialer system. All it takes is you push 3 buttons to start dialing through your lists. And with built-in call tracking and recording, which you'll also have access to, this is also going to help you identify any issues and help coach your team in converting prospects into clients. Things like handling simple objections, right? Moving people forward in the process. More importantly, at a glance, you're going to be able to see, are your phones actually being answered? Guys, believe it or not, we have seen some offices with 30 to 40% of all inbound calls going completely unanswered, right? They're going to voicemail where they die. Remember, these are people who are calling in from your advertising, right? They're seeing whatever marketing you're doing. They're getting your emails. They're getting your text messages. They're saying, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and call in. We have to make sure the phone is being answered. Now, if at any
Accountability.
100%, 100%. So this is great tracking, right? Especially if any of you guys are like have remote teams that are working in different areas. You want to be able to track, like, hey, are these calls being answered? Right? If you're doing any marketing or anything to promote your business, we always tell everyone, hey, look, when the phone's ringing, you got to condition yourself to think that's money on the other line, right? Like that is someone calling in. That's revenue right there. Let's prioritize answering the phone. Right? Does that make sense for everyone? You guys understand the importance of answering your phones, right? This is going to help you really be able to track, see exactly what's going on in your business day to day, so you can make sure that you can fix any of these leaks, not just in converting customers, but are my phones being answered, right? Are we following up with people if we missed a call? How soon are we calling them back to get them booked in, right? Really great stuff here, and you can track and monitor all of that stuff directly through Tax Nitro. Now, if at any point in time, if someone also responds back to your emails or text messages, we have two-way communication built right into Tax Nitro as well, so you can keep all of your conversations in one place, right? You never have to give out your cell phone number. Everyone can text with your office back and forth directly through the system. And new this season, it even has a mobile app available for Android or iPhone, so you can actually respond to all of your messages while you're on the go. So guys, do you see how effective it is? And then drop a yes in chat if you guys see this. Do you see how effective it is to be able to keep track of all of your prospects and all of your conversations in one platform? Do you guys see that? Rochelle, awesome, love it. Bernadette, yes. Quinette, Darius, awesome guys. So
Yes.
let's, and Jeremy as well. There we go.
I'm
So
telling the visual representation of information, as opposed to having to go to an Excel spreadsheet that doesn't really give you a, I don't know, just a way to digest what's going on. Like we have a VoIP system, but you have to go pull a report, then you have to filter it by your sales rep, and then you have to break it out by, was it, what was their call length, if it was picked up, and then there's a time frame next. It does not give you any sort of visual friendly cues as to
yeah.
whether or not your people are doing their job. You got to back into all the data and build it yourself. So
Yeah.
this is
Well,
beautiful.
and that's, yeah, and that's the other thing too, right? Is with some of the reporting, which we'll show when we get into like the live part, where I'll actually pull up the system and show you guys some of this stuff. A lot of the live reporting, we can do agent reporting. So if you guys have, depending on the size of your business, maybe you have a couple call members that are doing a lot of the outreach and doing follow-up calls. You can track them on an individual basis. So you can actually do live call reporting. Hey, how many dials did caller A make on yesterday, and how many dials did caller B make? And you can actually compare them and see, okay, but how many appointments are they setting? You can actually get some data live just to actually track your team members and see what they're actually doing or what they're not doing. Guys, believe it or not,
And
we've internally definitely let some people go because the call volume was not what they were reporting to us, because we could track it in one system,
that,
right?
or
So
I'm directing leads to this individual and they suck at following up, or
yep,
whatever they're doing on the phone is clearly wrong.
yep.
We need either additional coaching and or they need to be hidden away in a closet somewhere where they don't interact with human beings.
Yeah. And the biggest definitely, there's definitely been a couple, well, I've never thankfully hired anyone like that, but that may happen. But another thing too, and this is what always comes up as well, is this is not spying on your team. This is making sure that you can train your team and make sure that you're turning them into rock stars, right? The more results they get, the more money everyone is going to make. So really understand, and that's what we always preach to everyone. It's like, this is not, Big Brother over here. I mean, it is to a certain degree, but the main objective of this is for training, right? Staff training. You want to be able to listen to this. Hey, are people being followed up with, right? How can I fix every single aspect of my business, the entire flow of the pipeline? Like Darius, you just said that, right? Pipeline management is everything. From the stage that someone comes into your business as a new lead, maybe they saw one of your posts on Facebook, they click to get whatever it is you're offering, they fill out their details. What is that customer journey? How does that customer move through every single interaction point with your business, ultimately to becoming a customer, right? You want to be able to have systems in place to help move those people through the process, instead of just hoping that one day they're going to just walk into your office and file, right?
Because not everybody's a one-call closer like me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. I'm the same. I'm like the easiest person to sell because I do sales. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll buy it. so not everyone's going to do that, right? There's some work involved, and we want to be proactive, right? We don't want to rest on our laurels and just, hey, we got all these leads coming in, cool. And then at the end of the season, be like, ah, man, none of those leads actually filed their taxes with us. So let's be proactive, right? Let's reach out to them. Let's hit them up over text, email, voicemail drops, call campaigns, everything like that. Oh, question for Jeremy there. That's regarding Right Way. So I'm gonna bypass that. Jeremy, you can jump in afterwards. So,
Information from our tax system, for example, I've been with 5. Yeah, I mean, you could do we can grab all of that data. If you were just
you
looking,
guys got the power.
yeah, to construct a comprehensive list for all years and, figure out either who isn't there, or if you just want to get a comprehensive list of every taxpayer that's walked through your office in the last 5 years, we can construct that or assist you with that.
Mm-hmm. Guys,
Cool.
your list is everything. That's a huge part of kind of our of Tax Nitro as well, is right, is just being able to work the list. So, getting your prior year customers to reach out to them, to welcome them back. Retention is massive, right? A lot of early season filers, I think industry average is like 2 to 3 seasons is like a typical life expectancy of a like the business, the customer timeline of someone filing with your office, right? There's a lot of turnover in the industry. So doing as much as possible, like holiday campaigns, birthday campaigns, pre-season outreach, in-season outreach, to make sure that you retain your customers. That is a huge part of growth, right? You can't just go through every single season losing 100 customers and gaining 110. That is a very slow method for growth, right? If you only lose 50 but you gained 110, now you're starting to actually see some growth here. So big part of it. Cool. All right, so let's jump in. So again, so far, right, we've gone through Tax Nitro. You've attracted new clients with landing pages, right? We've increased your retention with prior year campaigns. We've won back clients with non-returning campaigns, and we've got everyone to book in your calendar and come in and file. And the best thing is we've done it all in one system. Now, I do want to walk you through one of the most important campaigns of all, and that is the referral campaign, right? So to put it simply, you want to call every customer the day after they filed to thank them for their business, ensure they had a great experience, and then ask them for more referrals. Now, way too many offices think that just giving someone a coupon from their tax software, or seeing a sign on the wall, or having the preparers mention it at some point in time in the tax return is an actual referral program. Now, what a referral program actually is a strategy. It is a consistent and effective way to communicate your referral promotions to your customers every single day, right? You and I both know that sometimes tax preparers can be the worst at asking for referrals, right? On a consistent basis, at least. They're usually there to do the work. They don't really want to get involved in the sales, which is essentially asking for referrals. So how do we communicate our referral program, right? Well, we need to send them text messages. We need to send them emails. We need to reach out to them over the phone, thank them for their business, ensure they had a great experience, and ask them for more referrals. Right, one of our clients here, Richard, started using Tax Nitro last season. He's got 5 different locations, saw huge results. And this is what he said to us. He's like, it takes more than just one attempt to get someone to bring you referrals, right? You have to be consistent because we have a short window of time to get them to come in the door. Your systems are all timed out perfectly and get the job done. I just want to touch again here real quick on the referrals strategy that we have programmed. So a call strategy that's super effective for the referral is to reach out to someone the day after they file. Think of it, Jeremy just used the dentist reference. Jeremy, how many times after you visit the dentist do they call you the next day to make sure you're all good? They do that pretty much every time, unless Jeremy just walked away right now, which he may have.
No, they
So,
give me a thank you message, which is thank you for your credit card cleared. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Everything's been cleared in the bank account. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Exactly.
But I mean, I've personally experienced that a lot, right? Where I've had a phone call from the doctor's office the next day. They're like, hey, we just want to check in, make sure you're all good. Perfect. That extra level of service, and hardly anyone does this in the industry, but that extra level of service is going to show and it's going to impress upon your customers that you guys actually care about them. You actually care about how, about them as a customer, that you really appreciate their business. You get them into like a warm and fuzzy state where they're like, man, these guys actually care about me and they actually are appreciative of my business. Once they're in that state, it is so much easier, guys, to ask for a referral, right? Hey, this is a complimentary follow-up call. Want to make sure you had a great experience. Do you have any questions about your return? Perfect. Hey, by the way, did anyone share with you the referral promotion, right? We're offering XYZ. Send in as many people as you can, right? It's a very easy strategy that can really, really increase the amount of referrals you get. And again, all those follow-up calls will automatically be scheduled when someone files their taxes. Tax Nitro gets updated. They move over into the filed category. And then those call campaigns automatically get queued up for your team to jump in, execute those calls. Very simple. So again, guys, Tax Nitro is really designed to walk your prospect all the way through their client journey, right? From when they first reach out to you and give you their information, all the way to scheduling and ultimately filing with your office and so much more. So guys, are you ready to see Tax Nitro in action? You're ready to jump over to the live demo. We can actually start going into the system, dig into it, and show you how it all works. Guys, give me yes in chat if you're ready to actually jump into the live demo. There you go, Jeremy. Big cheers. He's got his pom-poms out. There's no camera, but he's got some under his desk. I know. Today, Awesome. You guys are ready to rock and roll? All right, guys. So let's jump into, whoops, I scrolled up a little bit in there. Ready. Awesome. So let's jump over to it. So let me know, you guys should be able to see my screen here. I switched over to Tax Nitro. So we've got the, oops, let me just expand. There we go. You can see a little bit more chat. So we are in Tax Nitro here. Real quick, let me just grab, I had some notes in here that I completely forgot to bring up just so I don't get lost on this demo. But real quick, this is kind of a quick look at the dashboard where you can just kind of see, a little bit of everything at a glance. So you kind of see some of your opportunity stats, your pipeline. You can see how many people are in all the different areas. And it just kind of helps you give a quick little feedback on, what's going on in the system. Let me just pull up. Here we go. Okay, so first off, let's kind of go back through Tax Nitro in the same steps that we took when we went through those slides, right? So the first thing we want to start off with, let's take a look at landing pages, right? So inside of Tax Nitro, you have a section here for your funnels and websites. So let's go over and click onto funnels and let's load up all these funnels. So a funnel is basically a series of pages where we can, put in traffic, whether people are clicking on your advertisement or they're responding to a live that you did, or you sent a link to everyone or an email campaign, whatever it may be. We want them send them to a landing page. So as you can see, there is a series of different funnels that we have inside of Tax Nitro. And once we click on them, we can come up here into our page builder. So you can see the first step is the landing page, right? This is the very first page. It's usually where they can claim the offer, whatever that is, right? Fill out your contact details to get XYZ when you file with us this season. The next step is then the thank you page where you say, hey, perfect, but wait, book now, get it, schedule your appointment and get XYZ, maybe give them a little bonus incentive. And then finally, once they book their appointment, we send them to the thank you page saying, hey, perfect, we've got you booked in. We look forward to seeing you there. So let's jump over to the first part, which is the landing page, and let's go ahead and edit this. And I'll show you guys how easy it is just to edit this in real time. So if anyone has any promotions, like if you guys can type in, this is what we had for one of our last demos, people were doing like a spa day. Can someone drop in chat? Like, let me know what kind of incentive are you giving new customers? Do you guys have anything creative? You want to drop that in chat and I'll show you how easy it is. We can actually just type this in here on screen and show you where we can have your landing page updated with your offers. So guys, just drop it in chat there, drop it in the questions. If you guys have, let me know like what sort of incentives are you giving any new customers? Are you doing any cash incentives? Are you giving away a vacation? Anything like that for your new customers?
I send autographed pictures of myself.
Autographed pictures of Jeremy. There we go. So let's go ahead and update this, right? So we click on the text box. We can simply highlight the area that we want to edit. You'll also get an autographed photo of Jeremy when you file your taxes. There we go, right? It's that easy. You can literally select the text, highlight what you want to change, edit it. If you want to change some of these colors here on the left, we've got a little settings control here. One free share stock. Yeah, exactly. Or taxes and one free share stock. That easy.
You're opening up brokerage accounts for people and giving them.
That's an interesting one. I've never seen that, so that's pretty cool actually.
If you're on the financial success and financial coaching side of thing, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Open
that's
a Charles Schwab account. And
yeah, get them locked in. So you can also edit some of the text here, like with the settings, right? If you want to change the font color, maybe you want to do, I mean, I wouldn't suggest red, but you want to change the font color around. Maybe the bold text, you want to, have it actually represent your brand color. You can add a custom color here. So if you have your hex code or you want to do a custom color picker, guys, like anything that you want to do here for some accent colors, you can match it directly to your brand, right? It's very easy to edit. You can control all this stuff. You can move these text boxes up and down, change the layout of everything. You can change this form. Whoops, let me move this one back up. There we go. You can even change this form, right? You can switch this out if you have a different form. We have a whole form builder. This form is built inside of Tax Nitro. Your logo at the bottom here, you can click it and you can change which logo it is. There's a whole media library where you can select, different logos that you have. You can upload files here. Super simple to use. You don't need any coding. You don't need to do anything, right? All you do once you're done editing, you hit save. And once it's done saving, let's go ahead and preview it. And look at that. Now when people fill out the form, they'll get a free autographed photo of Jeremy, as well as one free share stock. So that's it. It's now a live page. So now let's say we're offering this page is for like a vacation incentive. So we're offering, a free vacation for someone when they come in and file. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out, let's put in Jeremy. I'm going to put Jeremy 123 at, let's do some fake stuff here. And Jeremy's going to claim his voucher.
Yes.
Yes, he's got the free, and he gets an autographed photo of himself. Now, at this point in time, right? someone's actually filled out the lead form. Now, if we go back over into Tax Nitro and we go to the opportunities, look at that already. Like that was what, 10, not even like 2 seconds. Jeremy's already here and he's tagged as a free vacation, and we've got him tagged in the vacation thing as well. So we can actually look at Jeremy here and we can say, okay, look, already we've sent out a free vacation voucher, right? So already got it. Calendar links, these are placeholders for you guys to go and switch out. There's an extra like little referral incentive there as well based on what you've put in into the system, which we'll get into in a little bit. And you can see the active campaigns. He's now in a free vacation email and text campaign, as well as a phone campaign to follow up with him, because now guess what? He's a new lead. Now we can actually call him. So from there, let's back out real quick. And let's say Jeremy's like, okay, you know what? This sounds good. I really want a second autograph photo. Maybe that's the extra bonus for the incentive to come in and file. I'm going to book an appointment so I can get whatever that extra incentive is. I'm going to book in for 12 o'clock. I'm going to hit continue. Now, a great thing about this system is notice how all of his information is already populated. They don't have to type it in twice. Have you guys ever done that where you go and like you click in, you fill out a form and they're like, okay, book an appointment. And you're like, so I gotta type all my information again. Okay, well, you don't have to do that. This is a sticky form. So all the information automatically pushes over. They just schedule a meeting. They're good to go. So once that schedules, we're gonna send them over here. Awesome, thanks for booking your appointment. We'll follow up with you to confirm your appointment. You can put in your office details, switch in your logo, anything else that you want to add in here as well. Now let's jump back over here and look at this. Jeremy has already moved over into the appointment scheduled stage. So now if we click in here just to double check, see what's going on, we've got him added to the appointment confirmation campaigns, as well as the appointment confirmation call campaign. And he was automatically removed from these other call campaigns because now he's actually got an appointment scheduled, okay? So from there, do you guys see how easy that is? It's super simple. It's all pre-programmed for you guys, ready to rock and roll out of the box. You don't have to go and build all this stuff from scratch because it would take you a lot of time. So this is all pre-built, ready to rock and roll. Now, let's pretend Jeremy came in for his appointment and he's waiting on his W-2. Like, all right, not a problem, Jeremy. We're gonna go ahead and move you to waiting on documents. So we're gonna move him over into the system. And then you can see automatically we've added the tag waiting, right? So tags, by the way, are used so that you can kind of keep track of all of your customers based on a specific stage, right? So if someone came in through a vacation promotion and you guys want to send out a little update about the vacation offers, you can select everyone who's been tagged with vacation and send them a blast email or a blast text message. Everyone who's waiting on their documents, right? You can compile them, maybe put them into a little bit more of an aggressive call campaign where you really want to make sure you guys are following up. So all this stuff is laid out for you and working out of the box. So from here, we're talking about call campaigns. There's a quick little question there. So this program offers correspondence via email, text, and phone. Yes, exactly, Rochelle. Email, text, voicemail drops, as well as phone calls. You can actually dial out a little button here. You can put in someone's phone number and you can actually call them through the system as well. It does not receive inbound calls. That's going to be new next year. That's going to get programmed in, but it's on the timeline for development. But right now you can dial out, and you actually dial out through a tracking number. So if anyone ever returns the call, you just configure where that tracking number rings, typically your office phone, but the end customer just sees the tracking number through Tax Nitro. So it's very simple to set up. Okay, so from now, right, we're talking about phone calls. Let's go ahead. There's a really nice orange button right here called the dialer, because in my mind, this is one of the most important parts of executing proper follow-up. It's the phone calls, right? Guys, text and email automation is fantastic. We leverage it as much as possible, but the phone calls are, at the end of the day, that's the golden standard in follow-up, right? Business happens over the phone. Let's make sure we can execute some call campaigns to follow up with leads, share the promotions with them and get them booked in. So what you do when you go to the manual actions here, when you click the dialer, we can then select the call campaign that we choose, right? So for example, maybe we're following up with all the new leads that have come through the system. So now automatically we've got the list populated here. We're ready to rock and roll. We can actually start dialing. Now, if you want to take it a step further, if you're a really big company, maybe you've got a bunch of agents, or you have other preparers that you're sending leads to, or you have a couple call members that you want to split the leads off into and assign them, you can actually break it down to the assignee. based on the user in the program, you can actually select all the leads that are actually assigned to an individual agent. So you can actually break it down an extra layer, a little more granular on the calls. But for now, let's just select new leads. We're just going to keep it open and we're going to hit let's start. So what's going to happen is you'll see in the top right corner here, this is going to change over to the phone system and it's going to start ringing this first contact without me having to type in anything. So now you can see it starts dialing. It's ringing right now. This is dummy data, so these aren't actual live phone numbers. So I'm just going to hang up. Now afterwards, you get a little disposition, right? So you can leave some notes in the system. How did the call go? Was it a no answer? Did I leave a voicemail? Was it completed? Did I get someone scheduled or was the line busy? So I'm just going to mark this as no answer. And then from here, you can see, right? This live today, this was just today. This call activity was actually logged right in the conversations with this contact. Now, because the call actually didn't go through, there's no recording. But if it actually does go through and you talk with the person, as soon as that call is done, within a couple seconds, the call recording is going to be dropped here with a little play button, so you can always go back and listen to them. Now, if you notice in the top right corner, this green bar is almost completed. The system automatically, once you finish your call with someone, is going to give you a 20-second cooldown before it starts dialing the next person. So very quick to actually move through the call list. Now I'm going to hang up here again. We'll leave a little voicemail drop. Maybe we just, left a voicemail on the contact. Now,
Wait, so that
while we're
that
waiting, we can
automatically,
pause.
sorry to interrupt, but that automatically just left the voicemail. Hey, this is Jeremy. I was calling the phone.
No, that didn't automatically do a voicemail drop. I selected voicemail as a disposition. So it would ring and then maybe I hit voicemail. It'd say, hey, this is, Ross, just calling because you had filled out your information. So
Understood.
you do have to manually leave them, but there are voicemail drops that we can program into the follow-up campaign. So it'll actually happen automatically. You don't even need someone to go and do it here through the system. It'll just automatically happen. Yeah.
I configured a system just like this using 5.9, and it took me like 3 weeks to get it dialed in.
Yep.
And it was a flipping nightmare.
Yeah. I'll show you guys in a bit here how to build a campaign. Like it's super simple. It takes like 10 seconds and you're done. So from here, you can see I've now paused it. Yes, it does record calls, and I'll show you in a second where those are. But you can see here now I've actually paused the campaign, right? So this bar is waiting. It's not going to time down. I could sit here for as long as I want, and it's not going to continue dialing. So this gives you time. For example, maybe if you need to add a little bit of a note here in this contact. So I would always type in called Darlene. She's still waiting on her W-2. Right? I'll leave a quick little note there. Now, as soon as I save this note, look what happens. It's timestamped automatically and it's logged by the user. So I'm in the Tax Nitro account, so that's who it is. But say it's Jeremy, right? Jeremy left this note, it would actually post there. So you can also see the interaction that your team members are having with the customers. You can go back and everyone is kind of held accountable. All the notes are being tracked. Even in here with the call system, if you'll see the outbound call, I'm in the Tax Nitro user, so I have my little icon here. This was one of our demo users. I think it was like John something, I can't remember, John Doris. And you can see here, John Doris made an outbound call at this time. So it really breaks down and gives you guys very detailed levels of how everyone's being communicated with it within the system. So from here, once maybe I've left these notes, or let's see, Darlene was waiting on our documents. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to tag her with waiting directly from this view. I'm going to click this. I'm going to scroll down and save and watch what happens here automatically. So Darlene was in the new lead stage. Now she's moved over to the waiting on documents pipeline stage and automatically added to waiting on documents and a waiting on document call campaign. That's how easy it was, guys, to put in a little bit of feedback into the system, boom, automatically move someone over and assign them into the right communications so that you're not losing people in the process, right? You're not letting people slip through the cracks. There's a stage and automation built for every step in the pipeline, whether it's someone is just waiting on follow-up, someone's waiting on documents, maybe they missed their appointment. Everything is dynamic here.
Sorry to keep interrupting, but what's that bottom?
Go ahead.
That box down there at the bottom, SMS and email in the middle right.
So this was going to be one of my next sections that we're going to jump into is
well,
conversations. So live in the system here as well. This is kind of the conversations thread where you can actually communicate with people. So let's jump over there. Let's jump over there right now. In the system, we also have, let's go back from Darlene. In the system, we also have conversations. So if at any point in time, if someone responds back to any of the messaging, we have the conversation thread right here. So again, call recording. This is what it looks like. You know, someone called, left a message. There's text message back and forth, communications, text messaging. All of this gets tracked on the user level. And if any point in time, if someone responds back, whether they shoot a text message back, or they respond by an email, or they call back into the system, they're automatically going to be logged here under the unread section here, right? So any unread message is going to be dropped here immediately. Now, the nice thing about this, there's a little bit of a added like quality of life bonus here. I don't know if anyone does this here. Jeremy, you may do this as well. But say you're in the middle of doing some work, you're dialed in and someone shoots you a text message. It grabs your attention for like 5 seconds. You open up your phone, you read the message real quick, and you're like, okay, I'll respond later. And you put your phone down. And then the next day, your friend texts you and like, hey, what the heck, man, you didn't respond. And you're like, oh man, sorry, I saw it. I was busy. So this feature is actually going to eliminate that from happening. The only way that you can clear these unread messages from the system is by actually either marking them as read, or if we shoot them a text back.
The fact that there is no
Send
mark as unread function in text messaging,
yeah,
drives me nuts. I was just going to say, as far as like in your email, I'll read somebody's email and go, I should not lose track of that. And I'll mark it as unread. I go to my text message, I should not lose track of that. I close it and I lose track of it.
And it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
Gone.
It's in the abyss. So you can see now here, this has been cleared out, right? So every single interaction that comes back in through the system, if your contacts call back in, it'll show the call log, right? It's two-way. So if someone, you can see this is an outbound call. If a customer calls in, it's going to be on the left, just like you see with your text messaging with Messenger, right? The person's messages are on the left, ours are on the right. The only thing is the email, this UI email, we're trying to get this is something that's in development just to get this cleaned up. It always aligns left, but you can see here, Tax Nitro demo account was sent to the contact. So basically, if the contact was responding by email, it would have their name sending to your business name. So very straightforward. But the phone recordings as well, same thing, right? It'll be actually dropped. If they call and leave a voicemail, you're actually going to see that call recording. You click play, you can go listen to the message right away. You don't have to go into like your inbox. You don't have to go, and if this is going to your cell phone, then you have to go through your cell phone and listen to the voicemail. No, just click play right in the system. You know exactly what they left. And then right here, I'm going to click the phone button and I'm going to start calling this contact. So I'll show you what happens here right now. Let me pull this up. Oh, I've got the soft phone turned off. That's why. Well, okay, so that didn't work. I'm actually don't have it on the other line. But that's how easy it is basically to call people and make all this stuff work, right? So I'm going to jump out of here. So so far we've done a lot of conversations. We've sent people emails or we sent people text messaging. Let's look at campaigns real quick and show you guys how easy it is to actually set all this stuff up, right? So in Tax Nitro, you guys are going to get access to a ton of campaigns pre-built. This is a demo one that we created. I know a lot of people do credit repair as well, but there's a bunch of campaigns, right? Based on if you're doing bookkeeping consultations, free vacation campaigns, individual prepare, payroll consultations, small business, virtual tax returns, holiday and birthday campaigns, pipeline stages, right? For appointment confirmations or appointment confirmations for virtual, appointment miss, non-returning customers, prior year customers, referrals, waiting on documents, and all the call campaigns as well. These are all pre-built for you, ready to rock and roll, super easy to edit them. For example, let's jump into the prior year campaign. So when you're in here, this is kind of the flow of a campaign, right? It's very straightforward. When a contact gets added to the campaign, they go to the first step. Wait 0 minutes, send an email. Wait 0 minutes, send a text message. Wait a day, send them a voicemail. Wait 2 days, send them an email, and so on and so forth. You can remove or adjust these steps. You can change how long you want to send it for. Maybe you want to send it after 2 days, 2 hours, 2 minutes. You can configure the timeline on when the stuff actually gets sent out. For a voicemail, edit, drop your voicemail recording there, save it, and you're done. So this will basically ring the customer, drop a voicemail right in their inbox.
Give me a hypothetical scenario that we're using this in a little more, expand on that, the concept of campaign.
Yeah,
How
so for
in a tax office,
campaign, for example. Yeah, so for prior year customer, well, let's do the new lead, because I think that one, I mean, prior year customer is very straightforward. Actually, I'll jump back there. So a prior year customer campaign, this is, you can see here, right? It's tax season, right? So this is where we're reaching out to the client, right? We're reaching out to a prior client and we're saying, here, hey, company name here. First of all, thank you so much for your business last year. We truly value our customers. I hope you had a great experience with us. This tax season, we're ready to help you get the biggest refund possible. Get up to, whatever your products are. There's, we've put in here a placeholder for, a cash advance, and every referral you get $50 cash. Schedule time to file. Boom, you can insert the calendar link. We look forward to assisting you this tax season. That's it. So this is basically a quick outreach saying, hey, listen, we're open now. Tax season is here. We want to thank you so much for your business. Come in and file. We're giving away X, Y, Z, right? And then another follow-up text message to send that with a calendar link to get people booked in, right? So that's what you would use a prior year customer campaign for, to send out a little bit of outreach, some additional touch points over email, text, maybe some voicemail drops, plus a call campaign for your team to reach out, have a quick chat with the person, get them booked in for an appointment. Another use case for this would be new leads, right? So say anyone coming in through the landing pages. Let's say you're doing a free vacation incentive and people come through the free vacation campaign. So the first thing, we want to email them the voucher. Hey, congratulations, here's your free vacation voucher for when you come in and file with us. Call us at this tracking phone number for more information to lock your deal and get a free vacation stay when you file your taxes. Schedule an appointment by clicking here. Send them the calendar link. Don't forget to bring a friend. Get an extra 25 bucks for every referral. We look forward to helping you this season. Sign off. Right, so that would be an email. It's very easy to edit as well. You can literally click in here as you saw. Any additional offers, plus get an autographed photo of Jeremy.
I don't think they'd be able to handle the volume.
Yeah, if you really want to flood your business, send out autograph photos of Jeremy. So that's it. Does that make sense, guys? Do you see how easy it is just to come in and like quickly edit your campaigns? Again, you can add jog the campaigns around. You can add an event, so you can leave a text, an email. That's where the voicemail drop is. A manual action. You can create a task in yourself to go in if you want to. If you have other softwares that you might want to do a webhook, a little bit more advanced, you can do a wait step. Messenger as well. If people are in Facebook Messenger, this integrates with Facebook Messenger, which is pretty cool as well. So a lot of different things there on editing a campaign. We always like to keep our call campaigns as a separate campaign so that you can have all of your call steps here as well. So following up with a new lead, you want to have a really robust follow-up strategy. This is basically 5 calls every single day, or 1 call every day for 5 days, and another call every other day, and then a couple more drip calls afterwards. Speed to the lead, the follow-up, the fortunes in the follow-up. So really make sure you guys leverage those call campaigns as well. So from here, we went through the conversations, we went through the pipelines. Last but not least, let's pretend Jeremy came in. Let's go back up to the opportunities, and let's say he's filed his tax return. Okay, so Jeremy, he was waiting on his documents. We called him, right? We went through the business, we went through the dialer system. We called him, we got him booked back in, and then Jeremy actually filed his taxes. So 2 ways, we can tag them filed, or we can drag them over into return filed as well. And it's now going to queue up that he had filed his taxes, and it's going to add them to a bunch of other follow-up campaigns. So you can see the past campaigns, right? All the appointment confirmations, waiting on documents, the free vacation. It basically shows like the digital footprint of or the fingerprint of all the different areas that he went through. And then now that he's filed, we've added the referral call campaign, the referral email and text campaign, plus a bunch of these holiday campaigns and birthday campaigns as well. So based on the contact's birth date, with your software, once someone's filed, you'll be able to pull in their date of birth. That'll automatically add them to a birthday campaign, so that on their birthday they get a nice text message, they get a nice email from your business wishing them a happy birthday. I'll show you guys what this looks like real quick. Very simple, right? Happy birthday. You guys can come in here, you can edit it, you can change out the photo, send them an email, send them a text message, you're good to go. Awesome. Let's see here. So that's pretty much most of it. Again, guys, this whole software, it is built out for tax offices, right? It's built out, ready to work out of the box for tax offices. But the great thing about this is that this can be used for any business, right? Any other thing that you're doing in the off season, whether you have credit repair. I was talking with someone who does, tax resolution in the off season. All of your different services that you do, you can create new campaigns for it, right? You can have a completely different pipeline here specifically for any other service, right? Maybe you do credit repair. So you can go in and you can create your own credit repair funnel or your pipeline, or you can do tax resolution funnel and then go in and then change out your landing pages and everything to really streamline it for whatever services that you're offering. Awesome. All right, guys, so that concludes the live demo. Let's hop back over here. Let's wrap everything up. I'll show you guys how you can get enrolled. And then if you guys have any questions about the software, want to see how different things can work, I'll be able to break all that down. Can it also be linked with Twitter and Instagram? No, it cannot. Just directly with Facebook. For like Facebook lead forms, when people fill out a lead form on Facebook, it can drop right into Tax Nitro. Same with the Messenger. You can actually integrate it so your Facebook Messenger, instead of just going on to your business page where no one might respond to it, you can have your team monitoring that messages in the conversation section of Tax Nitro as well. So guys, let me ask you this. Do you see how Tax Nitro can help you grow your tax office? Like, does that all make sense? Do you guys see how you can really apply this to help streamline your messaging, streamline your marketing, your prior customer outreach, reach out to non-returning customers to try and win them back? Do you guys see how well this system can work for your business? Let me know in chat if this all makes sense. Do you think it's a pretty good software here? And I'll wait for a little bit of feedback. Jeremy, what are your thoughts? You always like to jump in.
Well, I know that we've deployed multiple softwares for marketing, for tracking, for stage, staying on top of things, and they are great and much more complex to get configured to where they take optimizing them for your activity, and then everything else that you have is a bolt-on, the SaaS model, a software as a service sort of function, to where if you wanted a phone integration to dial from your computer, just to have it, tie it to your VoIP system, it's an extra $50 per user per month. If you want the email integration, you have to pay for this giant massive thing, and the HTML is not there. You're building everything from scratch, and it's a massive pain in the butt. And then if you want text messaging integration, again, there's an extra fee, and it ends up becoming, even though it's all integrated into one house, if you will, there's still separate systems with separate logins with third-party integration companies that everything requires massive amounts of configuration and time in order to optimize it for your use case. It's just a pain in the butt. So having it already pre-built seems like cheating.
A little bit, yeah. It's definitely it definitely gives the edge, right? Where you don't have to invest that amount of time, and that's kind of, again, going back to the beginning of the slides, right? That's where this software came out of, was just out of frustration of having to use all these different tools, all these extra fees, all these different logins and everything just to run something smoothly and effectively. So yeah, I totally agree with that. So all right, guys. So again, let's jump in. I'll walk you guys through how we can get started. We'll break everything down. So again, what is included in Tax Nitro, right? We'll do a quick recap of everything. So you guys get pre-built landing pages ready to go to capture any of your prospects' information, right? You get a calendar system so they can book an appointment to come in and file with your office. You get prior year customer and non-returning client campaigns to increase retention, win back those lost customers. You get a pipeline management for an easy to use place where you can just see where all of your prospects are at and how close they are to filing. You get two-way email and texting back and forth so you can talk directly with your prospects, including the mobile app if you're on the go. Referral campaigns, right, to make sure all of your new clients are bringing you more business. But that's not all. The Tax Nitro package also includes, and we didn't go through some of these here because there's so much I could spend hours, but it also includes, again, over 10 different funnels and landing pages, text and email blasts, holiday campaigns, birthday campaigns, a live chat widget for your website, so you can actually put your website to work and start generating leads off your website, pop-up and embed calendars. There's survey builders, so you can run questionnaires, dialer system with call campaigns, call tracking and reporting, the voicemail drops, review management, membership sites, website templates, plus so much more. And one more thing, Jeremy, I thought you were going to touch on it there when you're talking about the email marketing, but usually when it comes to email marketing, it's based on how many contacts you have. With Tax Nitro, you get unlimited clients and unlimited users. There's no cap to how many people you can have or how many people you can't have in the system based on how much you pay. Rochelle, we're about to jump into that straight away here. So if you were to go out and purchase all of those tools just to do what Tax Nitro can do all in one, it would look something like this, right? For unlimited landing pages, you're looking at a software easily over $297 a month. Calendar systems, another 29 bucks a month. Email marketing, another 29 bucks a month. Text marketing, 60 bucks a month. Call tracking and recording, $95 a month. A CRM with pipeline management, another $99 a month.
It's a little light on the CRM and pipeline management.
It's a, yeah, well, it depends on what kind of level you're using, but I know that starts at $99 a month and can go up to thousands of dollars a month. Review management, $299. Website builder, another 30 bucks, and all the other tools that we have, easily another $400 a month for the software. It would look exactly like that. It could easily cost you over $1,300 a month to have everything that's already included in Tax Nitro, and you have to build it all out from scratch. Just like Jeremy was complaining about, right? You have to build all of this from scratch, tie everything together, pull all of the hair out of your head. You're going to go bald. Or for the Tax Office Pro package, which includes everything we just covered, you can get started today for the standard package, which is just a one-time payment of only $497. This includes 60 days access. Afterwards, once the 60 days is up, it's only $97 a month on a month-to-month basis. Cancel at any time, but it's just $97 a month. Or option two, if you want to save 470 bucks throughout the entire year, you can get enrolled in our annual plan for an annual subscription of only $997, again, with unlimited users and unlimited clients. So guys,
per user per month, right? Within your, if I have five prepares,
if you have 5 prepares, you can put all of your 5 prepares in the system and they can all access it, because you can assign your users based on the data assigned to them. So if you have one funnel for one prepare, when they go through the funnel, they can automatically be assigned to that prepare. So only that one prepare can see the contact. No one else can see it. No one else can manage it.
Wait, so that's for the entire office?
For your entire office. Yes. Unlimited users. So you could have, if you have like 3 call agents in there, you've got a bunch of tax prepares. If they all have kind of their own landing pages and their campaigns, you can put everyone in here and you can manage all of your team members in one spot. Unlimited users, unlimited contacts, right? If you have 5,000 contacts or you have 200 contacts, you don't have to pay anything more for that. So it's very, very scalable to really help you guys grow. As your team grows, you add them in. You don't have to pay an extra 20, 30 bucks per seat. It's a flat rate, 97 bucks a month, big or small, straightforward. So yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
I'm just thinking about this, like from our standpoint, if on my company website, we had meet the team and they say, okay, I've got my own Jeremy page, it's all whatever, me bragging about myself. And there's at the bottom, connect with Jeremy. That could be its own landing page. And then you could link that back to Jeremy's funnel.
Exactly. And it goes to Jeremy's funnel and it goes to Jeremy's calendar that's synced directly with Jeremy's Google Calendar that puts the appointment right into Jeremy's pipeline where only Jeremy can see that contact.
So I could blast my, brag about me page on my Facebook, and then they could book an appointment with me directly from there, and it would build out my pipeline.
Exactly. Yep.
That's pretty awesome. Is there any right way discounts for sure? I think they're already giving it away, and no, because we're not making anything off of this. Great question, because normally we do try to haggle for you guys. I honestly didn't know it was this cheap. So
yeah, we're hitting the market pretty hard. So so it's that is it. I mean, again, it's like Jeremy was saying. I mean, just one software can easily be $100 a month. I mean, just a landing page builder. If you guys I'm sure a lot of people have heard of ClickFunnels. I mean, that starts at like $100 a month, and for unlimited, it's $300 a month. You get unlimited here with a bunch already pre-built for you, ready to rock and roll out of the box. So guys, to get enrolled with Tax Nitro, very simple to get started. You just head on over to get.taxnitro.com. I don't know if there's a way, is there a way to like post that in chat where people can actually click the link, or I'm not sure how GoToMeeting, GoToWebinars
we can post it in the chat and send it to everybody.
So and it's just get.taxnitro.com. I'll actually jump over there and walk you guys through it. So once you type in again, get.taxnitro.com, or you just head over to taxnitro.com and click the sign up button, it's going to bring you right over to the registration page. You will then be able to select a plan, right? So we have the annual subscription or the standard subscription. Again, the annual is just $9.97 one-time payment, and it will automatically renew the next year. So it is an annual subscription, but you don't have to pay for any monthly fees or anything like that. Or we have the standard package, which is $4.97, which also includes, 60 days full access. And then afterwards, it just rolls you onto a monthly subscription for $97 a month. And both of these options, again, include the Tax Office Pro package, which has all the landing pages, all those campaigns, everything we just showed you guys in the live demo here. All of that is going to be pre-built, ready to rock and roll. It's literally out of the gate. All the functionality is going to be there. You can start putting your contacts in, and all the messaging will go out. A couple little configuration walkthroughs at the beginning to get your account set up and everything, your tracking number, etc. But it's a really quick getting started guide that you get brought through as well. So once you select the plan, simply come down here, fill out your profile details, fill out your billing info, agree to the terms, and then click register. It'll then bring you over to a page that looks like this, where you basically go through the onboarding process. So first, step one, you just click the proceed button. You can then go in and create your CRM account. So you click this, it'll go to, oops, I was in my my demo account here. So you proceed, you can create your CRM account. It'll go to a little form, and I'll actually walk you guys through it here real quick. I'll show you what this looks like to go through the onboarding process.
So there was a little section at the bottom of the pricing page that you had with text message rates and phone rate. You want to touch on those? There was a question.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll jump back over here. So,
sorry.
Yeah, so for the Tax Nitro, the way that it works is because, again, we're just doing a flat rate, like it's just a flat rate monthly fee of $97 a month to access the software and for all of its functionality, the landing pages, calendar system, et cetera. Just a flat rate fee, right? Now, when it comes to the phone system, this is where there is a back-end phone system with Tax Nitro where it's more of a pay per use. So you don't have to pay, like Jeremy was mentioned, right? Like, I mean, even us, we have another third party that we use that we can't wait to get rid of. And we have to pay like $30, $35 a seat. So just to add a line and to add a user in our account, it's an extra $35 a month for it. With Tax Nitro, when you add a phone number to your account, it's $1 per month. And then it's just based on usage. So if you have a number, and this is where this really helps you guys, especially if you're out there and you're doing a bunch of different marketing. Maybe you're doing flyers. Maybe you're also doing like mail out postcards. Maybe you have a few different kind of marketing strategies that you're using. Well, in Tax Nitro, you can go and generate new phone numbers at only $1 per month. So that means you can now have a new tracking number that you can put on your postcards. So you can actually go back and track at the end of the season, how many calls did I actually get from my postcards? Was this an effective strategy? Or your flyers, put a specific tracking number on your flyers to see how many people actually called in off of the flyer. So now you can actually track all the different marketing strategies and see, hey, which one brought in deals, which one did nothing, right? And then you can eliminate it, put your dollars into something more effective. Now, as far as the usage fees on the phone system, very straightforward if you see at the bottom here. So for the text messages, it's 0.75 cents per text, 0.75 cents, less than a penny per text message.
0.075 cents.
Well, this is dollars, so it's $0 and 0.0075 cents.
70. Ross, you there?
I'm still here, yep.
All right, well,
There
you're
we go.
back.
Little
Sounds
hiccup.
like
All right, we're back.
I think you go to webinar.
Cool, all right. Is my screen still being shared? Do you guys still see that?
Yeah, move your mouse for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're moving. Yeah, that was weird. All right, we're back.
We're back. All right. Welcome back,
Sorry
everyone.
about that.
So yeah, so for the, again, so it's less than a penny per text. For the call minutes, any outbound calls, it's 1.3 cents per minute. Any inbound, it's again less than a penny, it's 0.85 cents per minute. So again, it's just based on volume. So if you're doing a lot of calls and you're doing like text blasts to like a list of 5,000, you know, it can, the numbers can creep up there a little bit. But I mean, if I grab my handy dandy calculator, if we have 5,000 contacts that we send a text message blast to, that's only going to cost you $37 to do that blast, right? So it's extremely, extremely cheap. If you've got 1,000 people that you want to send a blast to, that is going to cost you $7.50 to blast 1,000 people. Think of how much time it would take you to actually text 1,000 people. Probably worth it to just use a texting software where you can just blast people as you need
Yeah,
to.
that's cheaper than what we use. I think it's 3.4 cents per text.
On a blast,
No, it's like 34 cents per text.
34 cents per text.
3.4? I gotta go back and look.
3.4 is probably, yeah, that's probably it. 3.4 cents, yeah. I don't think 34 cents. That would hurt. So yeah,
Okay, moving on.
so those are the fees for like the texting. Again, it's just based on volume. So realistically, like if you're, you know, if you're depending where you're at in your business, this could maybe be like 20 bucks a month, where you can have like 2 tracking numbers and you're texting and people are calling in and stuff, and you're doing some of the calls. It may not be that much. If you have, you know, multiple locations and you've got, you know, thousands of customers that you're interacting with, yeah, the system's going to be a little bit more expensive. But because again, it's just based on volume, based on how much you're using it. That's where, again, like I mentioned before, using a tracking number, you can spin out a new tracking number for $1 a month, where you can then use that to track any of your other marketing campaigns, any mailers, any flyers, anything else that you're doing. It's really important when you're doing any marketing to actually track and record the results of your marketing. Because if you're not doing that, it's like, you know, shooting with a blindfold on. You have no idea what you're hitting and what you're missing. So that's going to help you better determine, hey, where are my marketing dollars going? What's actually getting me results and what is not, so I can axe it and take that money and put it into what's actually working and what's actually generating new customers.
Yeah, so we use another software called Rail for
Yep.
something, and it's 60 bucks a month regardless of usage. Plus,
Yep.
I think it's like $8 per additional phone line that we create per month,
Mm-hmm.
plus usage fees. So
Yeah, and I think that gets billed on per seat as well, doesn't it? Like for an actual user to log in, or no?
probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't manage it, so I'm sure it is.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, again, like there's a lot of additional fees. Now again, Tax Nitro, it's not a full soft phone where you can't receive calls from it, but basically whenever someone calls the tracking number, you just send that to your office line or your cell phone or wherever you want those calls going to. We always highly recommend you send it to someone live who can actually answer the phone, because especially when people are calling back off of your marketing, the last thing you want to do, and we have heard nightmares on the phone of people sending traffic, sending leads who are responding to your marketing, they're clicking on your ads, they're filling out their info, they're calling you, and then they get sent to an auto attendant where it's like press 1 for English. Within 20 seconds, click, it's a hang up. So make sure whenever you're forwarding calls, send it to someone live who can answer the phone. Obviously during business hours, I don't expect people to be doing 24-hour shifts, but make sure that it's actually going to someone who's live, who can answer the phone, so that, you know, people are actually going to go through the next steps. So again, I'll just walk you guys through the onboarding process real quick. So again, once you create your account, you then can go through creating your CRM account, setting everything up. So there's a little form here that you can fill out very quickly, easy to do. Select your time zone, submit, and then it's going to bring you to a page back to the dashboard where you can now complete your onboarding. Step 3, very simple. There's a little form here that we'd love for you guys to fill out. Just let us know, are you brick and mortar only? Are you virtual only? Or are you offering both, right? Are you a physical location as well as offering virtual services to your customers? And then what other services do you work in, right? Do you guys offer credit repair? Do you do tax resolution? Maybe you're in real estate or whatever else. That just helps us understand what our users are actually, other businesses that you guys may be in, so we can help develop even more content and more training and campaigns for you guys to help you grow other aspects of your business as well. Once you're done that, you go ahead and click submit. There's a little checkbox to agree to the terms and conditions. Click submit, submit it, and then you can now log in. So there's going to be a little link there. You can go ahead and log in app.taxnitro.com, put in your email address, go through, change your password real quick, and then you will be receiving a little series of campaigns, of email campaigns going out to you, going through the onboarding process, showing you some videos like this, walking you through how to get everything configured and how to get your account set up so you can start moving people through the system. There's a little support documents, there's step 2. Also, by the way, guys, in app for support, there's actually a live chat widget here. So if you guys ever get stuck anywhere, you have any questions, you can reach out to your support. We usually reply under 5 minutes. We always pride ourselves on trying to make sure we can respond to you guys as fast as possible. We also have help documents here as well. If you're trying to set up or configure your domain, you can type it in here and you can watch some of these really handy and helpful tutorial documents walking you through the process of adding your domain into your account as well. So lots of extra support documents here, as well as live chat that you can reach out to. We're also thinking of scheduling in some weekly like live support calls where we're gonna have like an open Zoom where people can just jump in if they need help on the spot, where we can just really help kind of coach you guys and teach you the ins and outs of the software for any of you power users who really want to dig into the software and really build out some awesome campaigns. So that's it, guys. Sorry, go ahead. I was just going to wrap up and just say, again, guys, head on over to get.taxnitro.com where you can get enrolled and get your account created today. That's it. Go ahead, Jeremy.
How does data get loaded into the system for prior or your clients or lists?
Yes.
In addition to obviously new clients through your funnel, that's self-explanatory, but.
Yep. So for any existing data that you have, it's very easy. So under the contact section, you can come over here into contacts and smart list, and there's actually import contact button. Now, quick note here, actually, while we're in this section, which was a great thing to bring up, we understand how important data is. And so when you create your account, your user account in your account is an admin. And so what that means is that you are the only person that has permissions to export contacts. Now, when you add additional team members, which I can show you guys in a second here, you will set their permissions. So you can choose, hey, is this my business partner who's also an admin, right? We've got full access to everything. Or is this a preparer or an agent that's under me and I'm just adding them as a user so that they can't come in here and export all of my data, right? Kind of an important thing to mention there. So, but then when you're importing, you click this button. You then basically take a CSV, right? Just like a spreadsheet, so you can export it from your software, right? Grab the CSV, upload it in here. Let me see if I've got, I think I have, I've got like a little demo here. So mock data, right? So we have like their first name, map it to the field in Tax Nitro, the last name from the document, email and phone, continue. We got Bruce Wayne there, he's a power user. This just gives a little mapping preview. Hey, these are the contacts in here, does that work? Yes, continue. Now you can update the contacts, right? So if they're already in the system, this will basically say update them with the data in the document, but only for the empty fields. Or if you just want to do a hard overwrite, you can do that, where it just plugs in all the data and you're good to go. You then hit continue. Now you can tag them. So if they're prior year customers, you can drop a prior year customer tag in them on there. That's automatically going to go and add them to the prior year campaigns, which run on a schedule based on their filing date, which is a little bit more advanced stuff, but we have a lot of kind of tutorial videos and we break down how all these campaigns work and how they function. But that's how you can do it. You click done and it's automatically going to start importing all those contacts and assign that tag to them so that you can go back and you can actually filter your contacts in the contacts area based on their tag. So we'll go down here to the tag and we'll select the tag. Where was vacation? Down at the bottom. There we go. We can now find our group and we can even create little things which are called smart lists. So when we select this, let me remember how to do this. I always forget. There we go. You can add this, save this filter as a little smart list. So we can save this as vacation. So now whenever we come back to our contact lists and we're like, oh, I want to find everyone that has the vacation tag. There we go. So you can actually set up these little filter tabs so you can sort through all of your contacts and actually pull up people based on whatever filters you've set before. So nice little kind of organization thing there.
Wow.
Any other question, guys? Do you have any questions? I'm just on that reset, it kind of bumped me out of that. So I'm just pulling this up again. So that was how do we add client info? What kind of support do you get with the annual subscription? So Darius, again, there's chat support like in the software, so you can reach out. It's the same level of support. You're basically getting a significant discount for doing the annual subscription, but it's all the same support. Again, we're going to be scheduling in some like live Zoom support calls like each week where you guys are going to be able to jump in if there's anything you're trying to build, if you have some questions, and all of our support docs, we're going to have there's a whole onboarding series of emails and videos that will go out to you, walking you through the configuration, and just kind of getting your account set up and doing some tutorials and walking you through all this stuff in a nice training sequence to really help you kind of streamline the launch for this.
I might create a third-party consulting company to go through and do it all. Just kidding. That's the craziest thing is if you do buy a software, for instance, our company, we've been on Salesforce. You buy your license and they basically give you a pat on the back and tell you good luck and send you to their support center that is about 70,000 web pages, and or you go out and you hire a third-party contractor for $250 an hour to then go in and optimize it for you, because it's just a blank slate, not specifically designed for any sort of particular business model, but you can do everything in it if you can figure it out.
If you can figure out how to build it. Yeah, exactly. And that's where this, again, like you said, it's kind of cheating, right? Everything is already here for you guys. Like everything happens out of the box. You add people, they start filling out contact forms, you move them through the pipeline, everything is just firing off immediately. Belinda had a good question there. What can we see an example of what the client will see? So Belinda, specifically, this is internal. So this is not a client portal. So you don't actually have anywhere for your customers to log in and leverage. This is for you to be able to really effectively track and monitor all of your prospects and efficiently like move them through the sales process, ultimately to becoming a customer. But what a customer would see would be maybe on like a funnel, if this is what you're referencing. Like what would they see on a landing page? This is what the landing page looks like. I mean, we styled this up earlier on the demo, but this would be an example of a landing page that you could send, you could send traffic to if you're running a promotion where people would hit this page and they can fill out their contact information. When they go to the next step, right, when they submit it, this is then the calendar page that they would see where they can then book in their appointment to claim the free vacation. And what will the URL say? So that is a part where you can go in and you can add your URL. So we have a process here. Oops, let me go over to these settings. We have a process where we show you how to add your domain to the account. So I'll just go ahead and do that. I'll click save. So we've got promo.taxnitrodemo.com. So this can be anything, right? This could be like promo.yourbusinessname.com. And then, oops, what happened there? Oh, not sure. I totally missed that. I was looking over at chat again while this came up, but you can see here now, promo.taxdemo.com. Claim page is this weird little string. You can edit it here. So this could be like vacation, right? Update that step. And there we go. So now when we go to this website, boom, it's live. So super easy to do. That's a part of like the onboarding where if you have a domain, we show you how to go set up your domain. It takes like 5 minutes, super simple to do.
Sweet. We've covered a lot.
Yep, tons of stuff this thing can do. Again, we could spend hours and hours going through all the functionality.
This is being recorded, so for those that are in attendance, if you feel like you missed something, we'll be sending it out to y'all. And Ross and team, Tax Nitro team, thank you guys for even being willing to do this. You showed me, and it blew my mind. And I know that it'll be a benefit to so many of our users, because in all honesty, the tax industry, there's a pretty significant gap in modernized business practices. We've gotten accustomed to doing things a certain way. You have sole proprietorships to where you don't have a chief marketing officer. You don't have this, and we're running small shops that have to be efficient, and utilizing a tool like this would definitely plug some of the gaps where we've had to try to figure out 15 different apps to integrate in order to get it done. So thank you guys for all your effort on this front. Thank you for your time today. And yeah, I think we'll end up doing many more of these presentations because it's
Yeah.
a powerful tool.
Yeah, for sure. Again, thanks for having us here. I mean, this is awesome to be able to get in front of your people and share this tool. And yeah, I mean, it's again, we brought this out to the market in a bit of a beta program last season, and the customers that were on it just absolutely loved it. And so we figured this is even, I mean, the version last year compared to this year is night and day difference. There's been so much development, and this software, we're constantly working on it, constantly adding more features. You know, soft phones coming out next season. There's tons of developments that are going to consistently happen. And the best thing is you guys you're not going to have to pay for any of these updates and developments. As new systems get released, it's an all-in-one platform. So you're not going to have to pay anything more. So that's it. Again, thanks to Jeremy, the team at Rightway. Thanks for having us on here. We really appreciate it. And thanks to all of you guys for jumping on here on this live demo and asking your awesome questions and allowing me the opportunity just to show you Tax Nitro and what it can do. So thanks again, everyone.
Cool, man. Thank you all. Talk to you all soon. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.